the face. My name has been changed to protect my new race. The choice you make is vital, so at the end of my recital I say, you got to live for love.
Welcome back to Nightchild Reviews. The Prince estate sent the purple world into a bit of a frenzy yesterday by tweeting a beautiful picture of the Diamonds and Pearls album photo shoot. And whilst nothing has been confirmed by anyone, many people saw this as a sign of a potential upcoming Super Deluxe edition for the 30th anniversary of this iconically huge selling album. With no word from the estate, this may simply be conjecture, wishful thinking, or simply the hungry desire of Prince peeps to lay their hands on yet another in-depth exploration of a totemic album. Whether these rumours turn out to be the truth or simply fake NEWS, there's a simple question I'd like to ask today. If any album is to get the next Super Deluxe treatment with remastering, outtakes, unreleased gems from the vault, remixes and a stunning live concert, which project should it be? I'll briefly list 5 possible projects and see if any gain your vote, or are you longing for something else? And if so, let us know in the comments below. The multi-million selling 30-year celebration of the Diamonds and Pearls project, with a plethora of maxi singles including the #1 charting Cream and the anthemic groove of Get Off. There are certainly a lot of possible inclusions. Tracks such as Something Funky This House Comes, 51 Hours, Violet the Organ Grinder could be included alongside the Diamonds and Pearls Beginnings project, which included a stylistically ethereal version of Live for Love and arguably an even more sensual and improved version of Insatiable. The concert possibilities, for me, are potentially the real standout of the Diamonds and Pearls era. The concerts were often professionally filmed in simply superb quality. We were afforded a brief taster of some of these live tracks on the Diamonds and Pearls VHS released at the time, but that was just the very tip of a very large iceberg. The shows also had incredibly high production values and would make an excellent concert DVD. The real draw for the estate is that this was one of Prince's real commercial high points, and there was a massive interest in the project from the casual Prince fan who, whilst not having in-depth knowledge of Prince's catalogue, will be aware of the many hit songs on this album. Parade is an era which we are discovering still to this day through writers such as the excellent Dwayne Tudal that saw Prince in an unbelievable, prolific burst of creativity. The potential tracks for inclusion on this project would be almost endless, with deeply loved songs such as There's Others Here With Us, Old Friends for Sale, Heaven, Love or Money, and All My Dreams possibly being included. There is obviously a huge interest in Prince's 80s work, and after Purple Rain, 1999, and Sign of the Times receiving a deluxe treatment, this collection would certainly fill a few gaps. There may be a bit of deliberation as some tracks that one could argue might have found a home on Parade found themselves on the Sign of the Times Super Deluxe. Of course, there is also the extended versions of hits such as Kiss, Another Love, A Hole in Your Head and Mountains to consider, alongside the live concert tour which saw Prince and the Revolution come to their ultimate end. The Parade tour was visually, and in a number of other ways, quite a different tour for Prince, a real review-like feel with Prince focusing much more on his dancing and vocals rather than guitar-based jams. It was, in aesthetic terms, a very upbeat, light and fun-packed show, which shows a very different type of performance from Prince as a seducing lead singer. The Black Album Love Sexy combination, often referred to online as Black Sexy, has enormous stylistic potential. The light versus dark, good versus evil paradigm lends itself to a yin-yang, black-white visual representation with a Super Deluxe embracing the duality and tension of the two projects. The live audio and concert performances would be simply stunning. The previously released Love Sexy Dortmund show is already one of the most celebrated and critically appreciated live concerts ever officially released by Prince, and this is a great chance to put other recorded shows and indeed aftershows out there. The aftershows in this era were just next level, and indeed even the rehearsals are incredibly fascinating, hearing Prince and Sheila E. and the band work on arranging the tracks and perfecting this high demanding show. Following on from Sign of the Times, this project would make some chronological sense, but it would also be a real opportunity to discuss the friction and duality of Prince's entire catalogue, from raucous carnal desire such as Rock Hard and A Funky Place, through the epiphany transformation of Anastasia, to the embracing, bounding, striding positivity of the title track Love Sexy. Moving forward in Prince's canon, one of the most popular calls for a Super Deluxe treatment is in fact not an album, but a tour, Prince's final piano and a microphone tour. The open-hearted vulnerability and way Prince talks about his father, about vanity and his own personal journey make this a sometimes deeply emotional and achingly poignant tour. There is the possibility for a live DVD or Blu-ray, multiple pristine audio concerts, and even the inclusion of a few tracks Prince was working on towards the end of his career, although some may well be considered for any potential Black is the New Black project. Some, however, would argue that this project's moment was a little scuppered by the release of the rather too similarly named Piano and a Microphone 1983, which may be somewhat confusing for a casual listener, despite the fact that one was a minimal rehearsal, never meant to be released, and one was a full tour performance which was presented to the world, and sadly only cut short by tragedy. It is certainly a project that deserves to be heard, and I would make a case that even a CD and DVD set would be something to treasure and appreciate. Whilst there are some decent shouts for a Symbol album or 3121 Super Deluxe, and indeed a 21 Nights in London set which I would absolutely adore, my fifth possibility would be a Gold Experience set. Widely considered a critical high point in Prince's 90s run, the Gold Experience was an often overlooked era in terms of the concerts Prince, known at the time by his Symbol alone, showed a stripped down live show focused largely around himself and Maite. Many fans in the UK didn't know many of the tracks as Prince initially started playing just new songs rather than from his back catalogue, although this did evolve over time. Creatively, tracks such as Interactive, Days of Wild, Listen to the Rhythm and Rip Pop Go the Zipper were initially considered for the project. There were also some amazing maxi singles such as the Beautiful Experience EP and the stunning I Hate You remixes. We are so lucky, incredibly lucky with Prince, to have so many potential projects for release. Prince worked ridiculously hard, and it will take many, many years for us to catch up with his seemingly boundless creativity. In the end, I have just one simple question for you. Which project would you like to see given the Super Deluxe treatment? One of the above, or something else? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you.